They're just so hyped about this Corey run. They just can't contain themselves.
We have.
All right, and we are back with our next game. We're going to have Suicide Machine once again showing off, this time, Dirt, Origin of Species. So without any further ado, I'm going to go ahead and kick it right back to you. Good luck and have fun.
Yeah, thanks. So yeah, this is Dirt, Origin of Species. It's a 2006 game, but I'll have a bit of more time to talk about it mid run. So I'm going to be playing a new game on easy difficulty in adventure mode, using stealth skills, because there is like 3 that you can choose from. So timing starts in 3, 2, 1, and go. Oh, well, I have a cursor. That's not good. That's gonna be annoying. Please don't die. Okay, cool. So I wonder how many crashes are we going to get? Because this game is a bit annoying when it comes to crashes. God, this cursor is going to be annoying. I might have to restart this game after. Whatever. So yeah, there is a bunch of abilities that you can use in this run, and I guess developers haven't thought about what's going to happen if you try and use an ability that can be used only on the ground. Also, I'm going to push this guard to make it a bit faster, because he has to open the door for me. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I'm playing it on supposedly Italian, but yeah, let's just say that some of the strings are missing or misspelled, and there is no actually an Italian in this game. As in, there is a bunch of languages, and the thing is that we want to be playing on any in any language that isn't English, because English has videos, and somehow this version of the game is missing all of the video files for pretty much all of the languages, aside from Russian, which has a few videos. So if you want to make the run really much shorter and not have to skip through all of these cutscenes, which cannot be skipped instantly, we're just going to be playing in a language which has language files missing. Other than that, I don't know. I'm like, here I'm again trying to use a magic bullet or magic bullet, depending on whatever you're playing in proper English or in missing English, because in missing English is a magic bullet. And then he's switching to spin accelerator. There is the reason for doing it is once how this game is supposed to be balanced is that you're supposed to be getting points for killing enemies, and with these points at the end of a level, you're supposed to be buying ammunition and weapons for the upcoming levels. And the modifier that I chose, which is stealth, is actually not very good at it. Not very good at gifting you points. I'm actually not sure how you're supposed to be playing this stealthy. Also, this is a clip. This is the only reason why I use stealth, because stealth has an ability which allows you to hug the walls. Please don't crash. Okay. And nobody really checked whatever. Well, apparently nobody checked how this behaves if there is an enemy that's attacking you when you are hugging a wall, or if there is an object that actually touches you when you're hugging a wall. So it's a really easy way to clip through the walls. Also, here is a spin accelerator. Well, first it's a shield, then a spin accelerator, because if you use an ability, you can, stop in midair, and you can use it to jump from midair and there is thankfully 2 abilities which allows us to do so. So we can technically, if we really try it, also I have to do a spin. Okay. If we really try it, we can keep on climbing like this by doing combining. Oh well, here is the first crash. Lovely. By combining shield and spin accelerator, right? Let's go with dodge, whatever. Now let's hope that I choose the right level to load. Probably won't, since I don't think I have a safer. That's not good. Yeah, I don't have that safer. I think the next one is club, so we had to. Oh, never mind. I guess we're doing this one. Please stop. So yeah, the reason why I actually submitted an higher estimate is that I know that this game loves to crash. So, you know, there is a chance that I won't be able to, that I will lose a bunch of time because I have to replay some of the levels. I swear to God I had save file for. Oh, that's why I had autosave. Okay, so this is courtyard now. Courtyard is a really cool level in a sense that it really shows off how flawless the collisions are in this game. You just jump in here and do a diagonal jump, and there we go. That was a gate. Please don't crash. Okay, very nice. So this is a club. Club has a really cool music. I guess I should mention, since I said that I will talk a bit about history of this game, as in the company that made it is called New Generation Games, or was called New Generation Games. And they were formed by a lot of ex-employees of Core Design, which you may know of because they made Tomb Raider, the original one. As in, I think 4 or 5 games before they were shut down, as well as Project Eden. So technically there was some skill at the company who should be able to handle a project like this. But I'm guessing that there was just not enough funding, or something went really wrong, and we got this sort of mess. This is level which for the most part has an escort section, a really annoying escort section. Since this technician really likes to stack on all sorts of geometry. Can we? Yeah. The thing is that, again, this is a 2006 game. This came out. Oh. This came out 2 years after Far Cry, and a year before Crysis, and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Would you please go downstairs? So, yikes. Like, it looks like a, you know, like a PlayStation 2 game. Okay, I think that's all enemies. So we have 2 keycards now. Where is the guard? The technician. Here it is. Cool. I guess I should mention that how this game is sort of balanced in a way is that when you get damage, you often get stun locked, and during that, you are going to be receiving more damage. Also, here is a wonderful shadow that just hangs in midair. And because I'm doing this unlimited ammo glitch by using Magic Bullet and like jumping using Magic Bullet in midair and then switching to a different ability, what happens is that I cannot be stun locked, which makes the game significantly easier. Because I was trying to play through this game. Actually, I did play through this entire game casually, and it wasn't fun at all. Alright, next level. More of subways. This one is... It has a boss. A big, sort of... I'm not even sure how we describe it. Also, here is M4. Yeah, but... well, that was a boss. Turns out you can just ignore it. And here is a single enemy. And with it, we're going back to the streets of New York. I'm going to be running through this entire level diagonally, as always. If you haven't noticed, I am running diagonally. I'm running diagonally, and I haven't mentioned it because it's faster, right? Also, you may notice some sound, like if you haven't noticed so far, you are probably going to notice it now, that some of the sounds may be lifted from other game. Yeah. I hope you like Counter-Strike. I love this game in a sense. It's such a wonderful mess. Also, this level really likes to crash at the end. So hopefully that's not going to happen. Hopefully. Please don't crash. Okay. Here is another level with a boss. You can already see the boss in a square on the right side. Please deactivate this. Okay. So yeah, that is a plane. To be more specific, it's supposed to be a Harrier. And we're going to be fighting it with guns. Also, I'll have to do this skip by using spin accelerator to extend my jump. There we go. Oh, wonderful frame rate. Just fantastic. Let's see if I can get this one. Yes, I can. Cool. Spin accelerator. Let's go. So here's the boss. I have no idea who came up with this, but this boss, if you use this glitch, is very easy. I can, yeah, I pretty much don't have to even use my mouse at all, and I can just wait almost, assuming that the boss doesn't move out, like outside of the range of, you know, where I'm aiming, essentially. Also, this wall breaks, and it turns out that entire New York was a model. It actually explained in the cutscene. So it wasn't actually New York. It was somewhere near Area 51. Yes, that's Area 51. Here's a trick that I have been missing a lot of the times lately. So hopefully I can get it right. So I have to pull a lever in here to get inside of the church. And hopefully I just ended up on the roof. Nice. Yeah, so when that camera is showing the entrance of a church, I can still move. So I managed to, during that when the camera was pointing at it, I managed to actually get on top of the roof. This boss is super annoying, and it's probably the main boss aside from the boss in Hangar. I think it's 18. That has killed most of my runs, because it's very inconsistent with how it receives damage, where it turns. He's actually not doing a bad job for now. But yeah, he often can just turn away from you, and then he receives barely any damage. Now it's working pretty fine. Come on. Almost there. And we're done. Right. Another escort level. And there's going to be one more boring level after that. As outside, like when I finish the worst level in this game, there's going to be one more level which has plenty of downtime, but this one will also have like a minute. So if you are having anything to read, then you will have a bit of time in a moment. Kill all of these enemies. That starts a defense section. Going to get on top of this roof. Alright. Kill all of these enemies. Go back. Please don't use any nades. Okay, very nice. 3 more enemies. Don't. Okay. I think we're fine. Alright, so yeah. Now we just have to wait. So if you have anything to read, then now you have a bit of time.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm always ready to talk about our charity, To Write Love on Her Arms. Since 2018, To Write Love on Her Arms has seen 56,000 program searchers, and for every 4 searches, someone has taken the next step to sit with a counselor or call a crisis hotline. Donating can help continue their goal in making people know they are loved and their life has meaning. We appreciate everybody coming around, donating, bringing, visibility to this cause. I know personally I have struggled with depression before, so seeing something so very heart-touching and near and dear to my heart, I am very glad we picked this charity. !D or !donate will get you that Tiltify link. And once again, every little bit helps, and we appreciate everybody being here.
Right, so this is Area 51 proper this time. I'm just going to be running between hangar, I think it's 11, hangar 18, where I need to destroy both of generators to get me inside of the secret testing facility where, and this is gonna hurt, where giants were being developed, as in enemies, and I haven't mentioned it earlier, enemies in this game are called giants, as in G-I ants. Yeah. I actually made a joke about it, sort of, when like if you go to a speedrun.com page, there was a joke that when it comes to when you have this sort of name for enemies, it inspired me to actually make a really bad pun in there on speedrun.com page. So at the bottom there is also a joke which is a really bad pun. Oh god, that frame rate is wonderful. And oddly enough, it's not the lowest this game can run at. Fun thing is, I installed this game on ESA computers, and on ESA computers this game was running fine, but it also haven't provided me with language selection. So my assumption is that it's either that this game checks if there is a development environment installed, like Visual Studio, which I have, or it checks system language, and if the system language is not English, then it provides you with additional options, and also somehow magically makes this game more broken. So yeah, wonderful 13 frames per second on, RTX 3070. God. Oh, this game. This is one of the bosses that also can kill runs, depending on how it actually behaves. Up, 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 up. Almost there. Come on. Come on, one more. There we go. At this point, I'm sort of wishing that this game just... Please. That maybe this game could crash and then I would start to perform well again. But I'm not sure if I have save files for these levels, since at this point, this game doesn't crash all that often anymore. And there's a limited amount of save files in this game, so I've made save files mostly in spots where this game likes to crash. Right, so we're going now inside the facility. After destroying all of the two generators. I'm guessing this level is going to perform particularly badly now. Ow. Please. Thank you. Oh boy, that frame rate drops are pretty bad. And now it should hit it really hard. It's not that bad. It's going down to like 15. Could be worse. How about you? Okay. Yeah, I have no idea what's up with this game. I'm going to use TK throw and hug a wall again to clip myself through here. Please stop it. Okay. And with it, I'm entering the worst level in the game, at least for casual play. There's one guard, and this I'm saying it's the worst level, as in most of these levels can, if you really hate yourself or are really into bad games, most of these levels can be finished mostly painlessly, aside from this level. And the reason is this corridor, as in you're supposed to be jumping over lasers in that corridor, and if you get hit by any of these lasers, you get stun locked. And what that means is that usually you won't be able to jump again, so it's almost 100% certainty that these lasers are going to kill you. But thankfully, there is an alternative exit, which is supposed to be used in a level, in a variant of this level, which is going to happen after, like in 2 levels from now. Well, 1, no 2. As in, now we're going to enter a level with a boss fight, and after that, we're going to be returning to almost the same level, except slightly modified. So this is a spider boss. I actually have no idea how any of these bosses are called. I played it once, and playing it once casually and watching all these cutscenes once was enough. There we go. Exit is in here. Cool. So now we're returning to the worst level in the game, but from a different point. And thankfully, there are no lasers active in this corridor anymore. Thankfully. I probably wasted like 3 hours trying to get through this corridor when I was playing this game casually. It was not much of a fun experience, because again, if you die in this game, you have to start the level from the beginning, since there is no mid-mission saves. Would you please? There. Okay, so now I'm going to be jumping again over these lasers. Click, and now I guess you know what's coming. It's like, you know, there's a wall in here. You're supposed to be destroying the wall, but this is a bad game, so you can just go through the wall. Okay, this is well, I call it a strong boss, and you defeat it by shooting in the balls. Eek. And after that, there is supposed to be a cutscene which introduces one of the scientists who tells that he is our protagonist's father. and that he was working on a Giants project, and that's pretty much it. This is a really boring level where essentially the concept is that there is how do you say it? Sort of a gap in the road, and there is a ramp right in front of it, but there is no way that you can jump this gap with a car. So what we're doing now is we're gathering car pieces so we can perform tuning on the car so that the car has enough power and speed, or enough power to get enough speed, right? So that we can jump over this gap. And during this level, there is also a few cutscenes which are trying to push or like show more of a characters, because there is like one male character in this really bright red shirt who is supposed to be sort of how do you say it, a love interest for a protagonist. So our protagonist is literally everyone calls our protagonist Dirt. Also, there is supposed to be other enemy or other sort of cutscene here, which is introducing this super elite sniper boss who we are going to be fighting in 2 levels. So here is a car, Toyota Supra. This game was a bit late for the whole Need for Speed and Too Fast Too Furious craze. No, because 2006, and I think Need for Speed Underground was like, what, 2002? I think? Oh well. Maria, this is crappier level. Normally you would have to escort a lot of like these special forces units through scrapyard, killing all of the enemies, but the end level trigger is active. So what you can do instead is just rush to the end level trigger and avoid activating a trigger which starts this entire section with you escorting them. Here is a sniper boss. I'm not going to be using any glitches because this entire sniper boss, despite being showed in many of the cutscenes, is an absolute joke who dies in 2 shots. And this is the last level in the game, where we meet the queen, who is spawning a lot of the eggs. Nice frame rate. Game, what are you doing in the background? These sort of angel enemies are really annoying. They can kill you in 1 shot. But thankfully, if you use then unlimited ammo glitch, there's pretty much no chance that they can kill us. So time is going to be very soon after I destroy a bunch of eggs, and then the boss dies. So in like 3, 2, 1 time. There we go.
GG again.
Yeah, it's this is like a game that, in a way, that I hate, in a sense that it crashes a lot and it's really a pain in the ass to run on any operating system. But it's also a game that I kind of adore because of how much of a mess, but kind of an entertaining mess it is.
Now I totally get that. I mean, it definitely kind of fits the bill for this marathon. Sometimes you just love hot messes, and that is perfectly okay.
Yeah. But anyway,
Right, now if anybody, go ahead.
Yeah, as in, there is a few people who tried running this game, but most of them gave up. No wonder. I mean, I got a type that I was sort of happy with and also gave up. But I guess if there is anything I want to say is that there is a run coming up in around 12 hours, a bit more, by PMC Trilogy. He's going to be running Star Trek Deep Space Nine: The Fallen. And if there is a run that anyone I think should watch, then it's definitely it. Because that madman managed to actually route the game that I tried routing multiple times and I bounced off from it. So yeah, there is that.
All right. Well, thank you once again for putting on both of those showcases with Deus Ex: The Fall and Dirt: Origin of Species. It was a ton of fun having you here. All right, everybody. Well, stick around because we have more awesome games coming up. Next, we have Dangerous playing Doom 2016. So, you know what? Maybe take a quick stretch break, get some water, stay hydrated, and we'll be right back.
But it's just so... The hitbox is so weird in this minigame. So yeah.